Vertical Live. Welcome to another Monday, ForceCenter Vertical Live. A little shaky desk today. We're all a little shaky in Southern California. I'm here hanging out. We got some folks in the chat. We are doing our Monday morning preview of the week where me, hi, Ken Knapsack, I sit down with you in this vertical format because why be horizontal before you need to? As I get ready for the Force Center week, Joseph Scrimshaw and I are just minutes away. You're looking live. We're minutes away from recording Force Center stuff for this week. And we have, here's what we got on the docket. We got some news. We're going to be talking about the Ahsoka season 2 casting news. We're not going to be talking about the rumors. There's a lot of rumors going around, and I think the rumors make sense, but we're going to talk about what we know, what's official, and what is confirmed, and we're also going to talk about Big Jim Mangold, is what I call him, James Mangold's comments on the Dawn of the Jedi. So for Force Center, it's always a little catch up with the news, but there's stuff to dive into, especially on the Mangold side. And then we're also going to be doing a Star Wars ranked, our favorite outfits in Rogue One and Solo. We were doing the outfit series, then we took a little dive into the armor. Now we're coming back for outfits, which means we might have to discount the armor. But we'll see how it goes there. So Michael McCarsel's here, Mark's here, Antonio's here, Addie's here, JMB. Addie's checking in from Walt Disney World. Ooh, head out to that Galaxy's Edge there. JMB, woohoo, caught this live. You're live indeed. So anyways, your thoughts on the casting news that came out of first the hot scoop circuit, and then was confirmed by, I think it was Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline Variety Reporter. I don't know. I think it was Boris Kitt, who I think is Hollywood Reporter. I used to know where all the reporters were back in the day. Michael McCarcel has a hot take. Armor are outfits will die in the cell. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree. I stand by the Vader one. I stand by the Vader as an outfit. I think at some point Vader could have changed things up and make a different shorter cape, maybe some sort of shorts. I don't know. So he chose an outfit. So your thoughts on the casting news, we'll be diving in. Let me know in the comments down below. Rory McCann, of course, the Hound. The world, at least in my world, the world first met him in Hot Fuzz, YARP, and I had one fun interaction with him at Comic-Con, like 2014, 2015 range, which was amazing. So I'm excited. I love when anyone from Game of Thrones comes into the Star Wars world. I love the Hound. The Hound's one of my favorite characters. I'll be talking about it more in depth today, but what do you think about it? Will McLean says Krennic and Rogue One betting the betting favor for number 1. Ooh, is he the leader in the clubhouse? Antonio says never heard of the actor before the rumor came out, but I'm glad Balin's story will continue. Fascinating character. Yeah. If you haven't, Rory McCann, he's been acting for a very long time. I don't know much about his resume. I think he was in Gladiator 2 recently. Some other things, but yeah, 8 seasons as the Hound, one of, I think, the best characters on the Game of Thrones TV show, and his performance just grew and got better and better and better. That's not his actual accent that he uses in Game of Thrones. Changed it up a bit, so we'll see how he does in the role of Balin Skull. And Antonio, regardless of the actor, Addie says loving the choice. Addie would know the Game of Thrones world well. Where was I go? I'm with you, Antonio. Regardless of the choice of the actor, I am excited that we know and can confirm, not a surprise, but we know the Balin Skull story will continue. The untimely and tragic passing of Ray Stevenson was a heartbreaker in so many human levels, but as a Star Wars fan who at times Ahsoka wasn't my favorite Star Wars show, to be honest. As we've said before on the show, and I don't want to beat that father into the ground, but Ray Stevenson as Balin Skull was my favorite thing of the show, and not just his beard. So I'm intrigued, curious, and excited to know he's going forward. Um, so there, that's my thought on that. But what are your thoughts? I'll catch up with there. Hey, Chris is here from Broaxium. Yeah, Chris says what I had been saying. Definitely was hoping for Liev Shriver, but Rory McGann is going to be great. Yeah, I don't think you lose with either of those choices. Liev Shriver, and I don't know why a lot of us came to that decision. It just he kind of had Ray Stevenson's vibe, and that's mostly just because of his VO work in documentaries. I love his work. There is a great doc on it's a post 9/11 doc on the Yankees and the Diamondbacks World Series. The one when Bush threw out the first pitch and all this stuff. Liev Shriver's the VO guy on that, the narrator, and it's some of my favorite narration work in a doc. So yeah, I think maybe that's why. But very happy with the Hound. But I'll talk about that. You guys give me more of your comments. We had a theory here. Let me scroll back up on the old phone here of Matt. Matt says, so I have a last episode there for the Skeleton Crew. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. If you have any ideas, any theories on what's going on or what's going to happen in the final episode of Skeleton Crew, post it here. Matt Brubeck says, hey, I have a last episode theory. You notice neither parent in the last series, last scene of episode 7 flinched when the lightsaber ignited, but the super someone is a Jedi on the planet. Yeah, I've seen some of that there. You know, I've seen some of that there of thoughts of the supervisor being some sort of Jedi. I've also seen thoughts that it's Wim's dad in secret, that it's Neil's dad. I saw that one because we've only seen him in like social media promotion for the show, and then in the hologram, he hasn't said a word, and it's all Neil's mom. So I just assume Neil's dad's just a hardworking blue thing. But maybe he's secretly supervisor. But in terms of it being a Jedi, Matt, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of thing there. I really love what Joseph says here a lot of the supervisor might need to affect all of the stories, the kids, the parents, and Judd, meaning they all might have some sort of connection or point of view on what the supervisor might be. I am definitely in the it's a Wizard of Oz type of scenario. I keep joking that it's Meeber Gascon. I don't think it's Meeber Gascon, but it could be something like Meeber Gascon. So that'd be kind of fun. Oh, Starboy Station. Hi, Starboy Station. Welcome to chat here. I was hoping for Graham McTavish, but this is a great choice. That is a great choice, too. I had not thought about Graham McTavish. The Hobbit, House of the Dragon, and many other things. He would have been a great choice. Ooh. I don't want to talk myself out of loving the Roy McCann choice, by the way. I'm a huge fan of the Hound. Like, I'm a huge fan. And I was saying earlier, I think it was Comic-Con 2014 or 15. They all kind of squished together in your brain. Me and there was a big Game of Thrones panel earlier in the day, and there was something had happened where Rory was on stage and someone had a dog, like a service dog in the audience, and the dog barked. And the Hound had a very comical moment where he like barked at the dog. I like spoke to the dog, and it was funny. So anyway, flash forward later that night, we were at a party, my friend Matt Key and I, and the schmoes and everybody, and we were in line waiting for drinks. Matt Key is 6'4", and Rory McCann's 6'4", and they were like in line next to each other, towering over the rest. And I was behind Matt. And let's just say it wasn't our first drink of the evening. And like Rory and Matt kind of like turned and looked at each other because their heads were just over everyone in the line. And my buddy Matt's like, hey, loved you in the panel today when you were talking to that dog. And Rory's like, oh, yeah, did you enjoy that? So I started, when he starts like reenacting the whole scene very loudly for everyone to hear. Very funny, very personable. Not at all the Hound, but at the same time, the Hound has a level of comedy to him. So we'll see how that factors in. But I've just been a fan. So anyways, all that to say, not just telling a fun Comic-Con story. That's also the Comic-Con. In fact, I'm not even joking. I think Matt and I got our drinks after the interaction with Roy McCann, started to go back to our friend group. And that's when I've told the story before, but I ran into Dave Filoni. and someone, I don't know, could have been Henry Gilroy. I don't know. Looking back, I don't know who he was with. And we stopped him because we were, again, a few drinks in. And this is when I had a different relationship with Star Wars than I do now. Always loved it, but was a little bit more uh, angry car guy at times, I guess you could say. And we stopped Dave Filoni, and I was like, "Hey, man, how does it feel to write the Clone Wars, and they're better than the prequels, huh?" And Dave was very kind and backed about 2 feet away, and just said, thanks for watching, drunk guy." And I was like, "You're Dave Filoni," and he walked off. Anyways, Comic Con. I kind of miss those days. Let's get back to the show. Let's talk about theories. Reverend has got a theory. Um, Michael McCarcel says, we've joked about it, but I would really love to see Meeber, Gascon, and Andor season 2. The Lowdown. Hello, the Lowdown. How long do you think or want the finale of Skeleton Crew runtime to be post credits? I want it to be like 55 minutes. I think we could. I think there's a lot of things to get to, and I don't just mean wrapping up plot points. I just mean there's a lot to explore. We're getting some big reveals potentially. More on that Atten, the supervisor. Maybe something on Jod, and what we do with Jod. I still think there's a chance Jod doesn't survive the show, and I think there's a strong chance he does, and I hope and I want redemption for Jod. But it's tough at this point. It's going to be tough. So I think about 55 minutes. The post-credits scene could be Thrawn comes to Atten to get money. Jambi says at the end, the kids will defeat Judd. Judd will say, "I'm sorry," and Neil, the kids will forgive him. You got to pay that off. Say you're sorry. Michael says, "I think all the missing parents left the planet and couldn't get back." Oh, that could be it. That could be it. April's here. Hey, April. My wild guess is the supervisor's Judd's sister. I remember people saying she was cast, but we haven't seen her yet. That there is that. Yes, April, you make me think. In episode 1, there was a woman listed in the cast. There was like another Nanawood, wasn't there? And I remember going back and kind of poking through the episode. Did I miss something? Did I miss a reference? Did I miss a picture? Did he have a picture in a wallet or a locket? I didn't see. So yeah, could be. Could be. I really the Stephen Fry voice of the supervisor, which was great to hear. Great little cameo. I don't think it's Stephen Fry, and I don't think that voice was broadcast live. I definitely believe it was recording. So that's an interesting wild card theory because it was listed on IMDb. It wasn't like some scoop or rumor. It was on IMDb for episode 1. I forget the name of the actor and I forget the name of the character, but it was a Nanawood. So we'll see. Reverend Trigster here. Bonus points if the supervisor is just 5 Ensigns in a trench coat. That's what I want. Fantastic's here. Hey, Ken, could Jod have been an acolyte because of the way he unlocked the binders like Palpatine Snoke did? Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I mean, I could follow a thread of him being a bit of a dark side dancer, we'll say. But I like the idea of him being on the light side or starting out on the light side and choosing to go away from that for whatever reason. And maybe there's some trauma, maybe there's some justification, whether it's as simple as Order 66 or something else. That Qui-Gon clue, I mean, we call it a clue. It could just be a reference, but it was pretty on point. So I think he's coming from that side there. But yeah. Kakoa brings a good point. Neil's father has never spoken, and there was a statue of his race in the treasure room. Yeah, Neil's species is interesting because we've only seen it in things like that, right? Statues or murals. We haven't seen them anywhere else. Not counting Max Rebo, of course. So that could be fascinating too. And I know the Renaud connection. It does make some sense that it's Renaud. And what we've seen of Tak Renaud, he is he's not Stephen Fry. Why am I drawing a blank on the species? He's like Hondo. So I'm less and less in the Tak Renaud camp, and I think I kind of want something new. Chris from Baraxium saying, check out Baraxium, by the way, for the finale. What if they deal with the pirates and a force-sensitive villain? The New Republic sends Mando to deal with the pirates and Ezra, depending on the timeline, to take on John. The cameo of cameos at the end, right? Going back to that big cameo debate that we all had a few years ago. That's not far out of the realm of possibilities. Um, I don't know what that would do. I don't know if I'd enjoy that as much as other options, and I don't know what the fan base would do. There'd be a lot of people happy. I'm a big fan of the Book of Boba Fett series, and I'm a big fan of the Mando led episodes in the Book of Boba Fett series. I think they're some of the best episodes in Star Wars. So I don't mind that kind of pivoting, or what some people might think is a focus to that character. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. I would enjoy Ezra showing up. Um, Yo, do I watch A24 movies? Yogi, I don't watch a lot of movies. I play Fortnite and Star Wars Outlaws. I got to Tatooine. I'm now on Tatooine in Star Wars Outlaw. I just started playing the game, so I'm behind everyone else, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. Finally stopped just playing Sabacc, and I've tried to do other things. So I've been on Kajimi for a while. I'm playing Crimson Dawn and Ashiga against each other. I think they're both aware of it. Now I'm on Tatooine. Just got to Tatooine, so that's kind of fun. JCK, Ken's alive. Well, I am. Nina Nanawad. There you go. That sounds like a pop star. JC says, asks, are Force Center folks safe from the fire? Yeah, we'll provide a more detailed fire update, I'm sure, maybe today on the news show we're about to record, which I got to get ready for. Jennifer will not be on the shows this week, except for, we hope, Skeleton Crew. Her and her family left. They weren't close to the fires, but the smoke was an issue. It's an issue everywhere, but it was an issue where they were. So they are they are gone out of town. So Jennifer will not be on the show this week. Joseph and I are here and ready to broadcast. Jeannie from Tahini, yay, Vertical Life. So wrapping it up, April says, Neil's dad is my logical choice, especially since his mom is the one who brought the device to get the barrier across the code. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Maddie Gunners here from the UK. Good day to you, Ken. No good day to you, Maddie. I would be the old man type to play Fortnite. I don't run into a lot of young Fortnite players. Most of my friend group plays Fortnite. I think it's now more. I think the numbers might show it will eventually be more popular with the olds than the youngs. Steve here, caught alive, 4 6 out of finale. Have no idea what to expect. I'm loving that. Yeah, that's what I always love. I don't know what to expect. Maddie Gunner says, do you think Vegas should include Sabacc tables in all casinos? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just saw someone in our ForceCenter Discord. Was it Stephen Kirkpatrick? Posted in our ForceCenter Discord that he'd hosted like a Sabacc night, a Kessel Sabacc night. I mean, Stephen, I might have to show up at the next one because that's what I want to do. Had a lot of fun playing Sabacc. All right. Igor the Mads here just caught this. Happy to pop in. So to sum up, we got our Star Wars news episode coming tomorrow, talking about the Ahsoka 2 casting, talking about James Mangold's comments about his movie. Not really diving into the rumors. There's a lot of rumors out there. There's some that are out there in the public, and there's some that I know are not out there yet. So we're not going to dive into those as we move forward on Force Center News. And then we're going to do our Star Wars Ranked. Will come out this coming Friday. Our favorite outfits in Rogue One and Solo. So we're going to be diving into that. Skeleton Crew finale breakdown on Wednesday. So thanks for hanging out. This is our Force Center Live. We do this every Monday morning when I can. Sorry, I think I missed last week. The winds were coming and it was getting a little crazy, so I did not do it. So we'll be here. Thank you for hanging out, leaving the comments and all those good things. Let's do the old person looking at the phone trying to shut the stream down. Bye-bye.